Amelia loves princesses. Amelia loves the color pink. Amelia loves to play outside. She loves animals. She loves her dogs. She loves her parents. She loves to swim. She loves anything outside. Amelia loves to do, as long as it's on her terms. If it's
Yeah.
on our terms, she doesn't agree with it.
Yeah.
But if we were doing something that she's comfortable and that she's normally excited to do, she's fully on board. She has the personality to take over a room. She can be very shy, but when she opens up, she's very loud and boisterous, and she makes it known of, she likes things a certain way. But she's a great sister. She's smart. We always get compliments on, how well her mannerisms are and how she acts at school. She's one of the teacher's pets, but she's full of life, and she never let like the cancer. She never let it show to others. She let it show to us, obviously, because we're her parents. But to the world, you would never know. If she didn't lose her hair, you would have no clue that she was going through what she was going through. And I think that kind of speaks to her character, where she's a fighter.
I have a video that I always play of her, and it's just her singing in a karaoke the night before. She was singing in there, she was making noises, being silly. And that night, she was just complaining that her chest was hurting. That was it, just hurt. She had some pains in her chest. And the location, it seemed like it was just gas, maybe like trapped gas. So, we were like, just use the restroom, just, well, it was probably just something you ate. Let's go to bed. So we went to bed. Around 3 o'clock in the morning, she woke up with screams, like she was in pain. And it was just the cry that she had, like, your child's cry. And it was just this cry that I've never heard from her before. And so I told him, like, we have to go, like, we have to go to the hospital. They took us in an ambulance to Chris's downtown, and that's when they found out what it was. Initially, they didn't tell us it was a tumor. They thought it was still her kidney. It was bleeding out. But then they did more research on it and looked at her CTs in a larger screen, and they were able to see that it was a tumor on top of her kidney. So that's when they operated the next day and took out her kidney and the tumor, of course. I mean, the entire experience was just beyond hard. We actually found out we were pregnant a little bit before that, a couple weeks before that. But we confirmed pregnancy on May 1st and then had Amelia's diagnosis 5 days later. I was telling Nick too, I kind of had this quote in the back of my head, just tough times don't last, but tough people do. So during those hard days and hard nights where I'm sharing the hospital bed with Amelia, and he's sleeping on the hospital couch, I just had to keep telling myself that, because it was hard, of course, but eventually we'll be done with it. Eventually these long nights will be done, and Amelia will be able to sleep back in her bed, and we'll be able to sleep back in our bed. So tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Jason is like a big brother at this point. Anytime I need something, I'll just text him, and he won't text back. He'll call me right away. He prefers to talk on the phone, which I prefer to talk on the phone, so it makes things a lot easier. But just having him in our corner to support, it truly means a lot. When he had us participate in the Christmas shopping spree, that was a very fun experience. Amelia, she loves Santa. She knew right away that was a man in a Santa suit because of all his jewelry. So that was a very fun experience. But just having him in our corner, just for someone to call for whatever we need, and he always answers. When I called him about Amelia's finishing her treatment, so it was actually my idea to see, maybe I'll reach out to Jason and see if he has Spurs tickets or something he can help us out with. I called him that morning on January 7th, and he talked to me maybe about 10 seconds, and he said, "Let me call you back. We're going to figure this out." And then about an hour after that, he was emailing me the tickets to the game.
When we were at the Spurs game, she is holding up the sign that says, I just completed my last day of chemo today. Around the time we were showing her who Wimby was, so she would see him and she's like, "Is that Wimby?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's him." And so she would get excited seeing him too. So it was just simple things in the Spurs game, watching them play basketball, that she had not been able to do for 8 months, 9 months, and be around that many people as well. It was very surreal. It was very exciting just to see her soak everything in. She was watching the game, but she was also looking at the amount of people that were around us. So it was surreal.
That night, I know I knew we had our kid back for sure because she is obsessed with mascots.
Yeah.
When she saw the coyote at the Spurs game, it's like she saw Jesus himself, and she was so excited and just so thrilled to see him. Even during the game, the Spurs hype members, they brought Amelia a care package with a coyote hat and little coyote figurines and signed pictures of like the hype staff. And I know just seeing her, the joy that she had, even though she was so shy about it, I know that like deep down she was very excited about it. And just being able to see her sit down and soak everything in and be able to see the coyote do all the crazy stuff he does during the games. It was just being able to see her be so happy and just feeling those few hours of joy was a magical feeling that day.
For the Perez family, Nick and Amelia, his father used to work with me. He was a driver, and we worked together for 22 years. And you never know why or how things are going to end up in life and what paths you're going to take. And when I heard about his family, I knew that we needed to do something. And so his daughter just recently rang her bell, but one of the most important things he said was thank you. Thank you for the support. It gives me chills because that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that these families feel supported and loved, that they're not alone. And we've sent them to Spurs game. We've sent them to other events like our Alamo City Arts concert events. And we're going to keep on doing those. With all of our collaborations and all of the things that we have in place, it's to make the family feel like they're part of a community versus make them feel singled out, like I don't have nowhere else to go. So that's what allows me to do what I do on a regular basis and ensuring that that family has a smile on the face and they know that they're not alone in their fight.
I would say $1 goes a long way. It goes longer than you could imagine. And being able to help a family like ours is awesome. But obviously we understand there's a ton of other families that could use the assistance. And you can only help, you can only help so many people, but the more people you're able to assist, then I think it truly means a lot.